We will now hear from Shri Vikramaditya Singh Malik, IAS, Municipal Commissioner, Ghaziabad, Nagar, Nigam, Government of Uttar Pradesh, who will be joining us virtually in a minute. And he will be speaking about how green bonds can be leveraged for sustainable urban development. Thank you, sir, for joining us today.
Okay. Thank you. I just wanted to make sure I'm audible and visible. So I'll just straight away come to, So the project that we issued our green bond for, in fact, it was India's first municipal green bond. We envisioned upgrading our existing STP at Indirapuram and converting it into a tertiary treatment plant, TSTP using TTRO, tertiary treatment and reverse osmosis technology. There is only one other such plant of this particular technology that runs in Chennai. So we were looking forward to developing the second such plant. And the need for this project was that Ghaziabad is in a dark zone. There is extreme overexploitation of the underground water resources, which we need to stop. And we envisioned selling this tertiary treated water to industries in the Saibabad industrial area, for which we identified 1,445 industries. And the capacity of the plant was a 40 MLD plant. The cost of the project initially was about 319 crores. We issued this project in a PPP mode, in hybrid annuity mode, wherein we raised 150 crores from the market, and 170 crores or 169 crores to be precise was to be put in by the PPP player, which in our case is Viatech Vabag, a Chennai-based multinational. So when we issued this bond, there were, of course, a lot of procedures and processes that went behind the issuance. We were oversubscribed by 10 times. And our value, the rate at which we raised this money was 8.1%, which is very, very competitive given that time's market scenario and even today's market scenario. The idea is using membrane filtration technologies like microfiltration, ultrafiltration, nanofiltration, and reverse osmosis to actually create high quality water. In the end, I will give you a story from one of the consumers that will tell you about the quality of the water. We raised 150 crores, and the idea was to have a capacity of 40 million liters per day. I would like to tell you that over the process, there were a lot of positives for the corporation. For example, bringing a lot of fiscal discipline into the corporation. We have started preparing half-yearly unaudited financials as well as yearly audited financials. Earlier, the kind of fiscal discipline was not a part of ULBs in this part of the country. It also helped us streamlining our financial reporting process and started new sources of revenue. I'd like to tell you, when we started this project, at that time our own source revenue was about 206 crores, which is when I joined in about September 2023, and now we finished this year at 730 crores. So we have a full capacity of repaying this project, the amount that we raised even today. However, of course, nature of the borrowing is such that it is spread over the next 7-8 years. To issue this bond, these are the kind of accounts we had to set up. We set up a sinking fund account. We set up an escrow account to start with, and then a sinking fund account to repay the principal, interest payment account to repay the interest, and a dedicated special reserve account, which we call a DASRA. And so these are the financials, as I've already mentioned. 150 crores is what we raised at the value of 8.1%. We were oversubscribed by 4 times, and Government of India issued, sorry, I said 10 times earlier, it was actually 4 times, I stand corrected. And Government of India issued an incentive of 19.5 crore, which we've kept as collateral. Other than that, this Government of UP also has a policy, which when we issued, we were the second corporation in UP to issue this bond, was that the first 5 corporations to issue the bond will get an incentive, a further incentive from the state, which is equivalent to 2 installments of half-yearly interest which comes to about 12.5 crores, which we got. Now the government of UP has extended this from 5 to first 10 corporations to issue bonds. And after us, 3 more corporations have now issued the bond. The financials involved are that yearly we pay about monthly we pay about 2.75 crores as interest. This has gone down now because by now we've already paid 2 installments of principal. So about 40 crores out of the 150 we have already repaid, and we have to repay the others in further installments. We have provided metered connections to all. So when I joined, about 8 or 9 industries had signed the water purchase agreement. As of today, 1,250 industries have signed the WPAs out of 1445 industries, and we provided metered connections to all these industries. As of now, in the last 6 months, the first 2-3 months of trial, and the COD was achieved on 1st of January this year, we have already saved more than 2.5 lakh million liters of water in the last 6 months of underground water by using this tertiary treated water. Challenges were, of course, convincing the Southern to raise taxes in an election year and to bring in the sort of fiscal discipline that we brought in. Our learnings were streamlining financial reporting process, creating our quarterly unaudited financials and yearly audited financials. It helped us identify loopholes and shortcomings, helped us partake in the PPP story of the country. And of course, we have moved from a not possible to trying it done attitude to an already done attitude. And we are probably planning to either issue another municipal bond or partake in the Urban Challenge Fund that has already come. As I've already mentioned this, the rate of water at which we're providing the water to the industries is 47 rupees per KL. It is very, very competitive because this very water in other parts of the country, the rates are somewhere between 70 to 80 rupees per KL, 65 to 80, I would say. And our net internal rate of return is about 11.3%. This is what the plant looks like. I have a very short video of 1.5-2 minutes, which I'd like to play, which will tell you a bit more about our project. This is how it looks like, and this is
in the heart of the National Capital Region. Ghaziabad is redefining urban water resilience. Once dependent on groundwater for nearly 80% of its needs, the city faced declining aquifers and rising wastewater loads. Ghaziabad Municipal Corporation created history by issuing India's first certified green municipal bond, raising 150 crore rupees to build a state-of-the-art 40 MLD tertiary sewage treatment plant at Indirapuram. Powered by advanced membrane technologies, this plant transforms wastewater into high-purity reclaimed water, carried through a smart, digitally monitored network reaching 1,400+ industries. This circular economy approach eliminates earlier discharge of treated water into rivers and instead creates a new industrial water supply, helping conserve nearly 40 million liters of groundwater every day. The impact extends beyond reuse. STP water supports city construction and horticulture. Rainwater harvesting expands recharge across parks and public buildings, and Hindon River cleaning efforts restore ecological flows. Integrated governance is strengthened through the Ghaziabad 311 app, enabling citizens to report leaks, water supply issues, and sewer complaints with GPS tagging, ensuring transparent, accountable service delivery. Together, the 40 MLD tertiary sewage treatment plant, circular reuse systems, rainwater harvesting, digital governance, and green financing place Ghaziabad among India's frontrunners in integrated urban water management and the circular economy initiatives.
I'd like to tell you that while we were doing all these meetings with the industrialists and the industrialist associations and trying to convince them to sign the WPAs and adopt use of this water, because ultimately earlier the underground water that was available to them for free, they had to pay 47 times the amount that they were paying earlier. It was practically free. They would get permissions from the Bhugar Jal Parishad at 1 rupee per KL. So that was a huge task, getting 1,250 industries to actually sign the WPAs, and we had multiple stakeholder consultation meetings. Once we started the supply of this water, there was one representative from the textile industry actually told us that while the underground water, the quality was 1200 TDS, the water that we are supplying is 300 TDS. So it's actually way better than even underground water. And they had to correct their scales of colors in the textile industry to change the quality of water input. So it was a sort of a very good feedback that we received from the industry that the quality of water is good. In the first phase of the trial phase, in the first 3 months, there were questions regarding regularity and leakages and all of that. And in the transition COD period where we plugged all of that, the industrialists are very happy with this. And we also did a saving of about 20 crores in the project because the ultimate project cost was capped at about 300 crores. And the savings we're using to actually try and figure out, we're doing a survey right now to even expand this project into the neighboring Nagar industrial area and Anand industrial area by laying a complete water pipeline network in those areas as well. I'd like to show you that once this project is finished, we've had a lot of students who come for field visits, who come for learnings. We had IIT professors coming to see this and see the quality of water. We had people from various universities and colleges in England. They came for visits. This year we received various awards for this. This is of course the National Water Award. We received Global Water Awards at Paris for the Water Reuse Project of the Year. We received some Water Digest Awards. So this project is literally a marquee project where we've not only addressed an environmental concern, we've also been able to save a lot of water. We've been able to give impact and effect to a circular economy approach, where we actually issued a bond, and there is in the long term a hope for recovering the money also and saving a lot of water also. So this has been our experience from Ghaziabad regarding our bond issue and regarding the project as such. I'd like to open the floor for any questions that you may have. I'll stop sharing my screen, and I'm happy to answer whatever questions that are put forth. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for joining us. Does anybody have any questions? We can take a couple of them, 1 or 2 questions in specific. Okay, there are no questions. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for joining us today.
Okay. Thank you. It's been a privilege to present this. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.